Hello, everybody. So I'm going live today because recently some of you may have seen that I visited Machu Picchu, and the way that I done a 5 day trek or hike, and it was called the Salkantay trek. Um, for me, it was like a big thing because I'd only ever done a over the night one night trek before in my life, and I'd never done say a big trek like that. So yeah, for me it was also a challenge, but I can honestly say that the reward at the end was so worth the challenge that had to go through in the moment. So I just sort of bullet pointed down a few things whilst I was thinking the other day after I come back, because there's so many things that I learned, I guess, whilst hiking, and the challenges that I faced and some of the things that I noticed and how they can be used, for individuals to then implement into their lives. So I'm just going to list off some of the things that I bullet pointed here and just talk about a few of the challenges, but how they can be beneficial to your life in the future. So I want to start by saying, number one, that with any challenge in your life, just know that the biggest battle that you will ever face is the one within your own mind, because whatever it is that you're going through in life, if you can try and get some sort of clarity and get a good mindset where you are focusing on the more positive sides rather than the negative, it's going to help you so much. So your mindset matters the most with anything in life. So you need to make sure that you are focused on what you do want rather than what you don't want. Because, like I say, you could be trekking up a mountain and you could be going, oh, my back hurts, my leg hurt, my feet hurt, etc. I'm thirsty, I'm tired, I'm hungry. Or you could say, well, look at these amazing views that I got. I got a team surrounding me. We're all on this together and we're having an amazing time. So rather than, say, focusing on negatives, you focus on the positives. But then also, some of you may have heard of a guy called David Goggins, and he's an absolute machine. And David Goggins said, from doing many ultra marathons and the crazy stuff he does, that anytime that your mind says, right, I'm done, I'm giving up, that's it, I'm over, you're only at 40%. Your mind says it wants to stop, like, stop, I've had enough. You're over at 40%. That means you've got 60% left inside of you, but you just need to convince your mind that you still have it within you. So that just shows how important the mindset is, especially when you're taking on big challenges in any areas of your life. But I just want to talk about as well, the last day for me was the hardest, because the last part of the Machu Picchu hike was to walk to the stairs, and I believe it was 2,000 stairs up to actually reach the site there. And we woke up at sort of 4 a.m, we had a quick snack, and then we started walking, the group. And I remember I was walking along pitch black, and we got there, and I was like excited, obviously. And this was like the final ending of our, say, 5 day hike to make it up the steep stairs, and then to finally reach the summit to see this amazing place. So I'm walking up, and we're sort of hiking up these steps in the morning. It's pretty difficult, and then I notice people start moving away from me. They're getting faster and faster, and I'm slowing down. And like, I said to myself, like, this is so challenging, but I can't give up. I just need to keep taking steps forward. As much as other people are sort of motoring past me, I had to say to myself, just keep going at your own pace, because in life, like, we compare ourselves to other people so much. We might see someone do something bigger or better than us. They might, say, earn a shitload of money from doing something that we've done and not earn any money through. Or, I don't know, for instance, they might achieve something and we think to ourselves, oh, I wish I could have achieved that because I've done all that before. But you know what? Like, comparison is the thief of joy. Like, never compare yourself to anyone else, because we're all on our own missions and we're all on our own unique paths. And, You know, everybody's path is unique and no one path is the same. So just focus on your path and focus on your target and just keep taking steps forward, because slow progress is better than no progress. Because we might see someone go past and think, oh, they're doing so much better than us, and then you just give up. Like, never give up. Never look at someone else and then make the speed of what they're going make you slow down or even stop. Because there's a quote and it says that losers focus on winners and winners focus on winning. So you just need to stay focused on what your end goal is and just keep taking those daily small steps towards that target, because the compound effect will eventually take over, and at one point, bam, you're going to realise that you're there exactly where you wanted to be, and then you go again, you keep moving forward, because it's progress that equals happiness. So just take those small daily steps in whatever area of your life that it is that you want to improve on. But yeah, I want to also say about how sometimes when you're, say, like for me, when I was hiking, sometimes I found myself by myself. And there's a group of 10, 12, 15 of us or whatever. Sometimes I'll be walking and I notice, it's just me by myself. Like, there's no one around me. And, you know, like when you go after what you truly want in life, when you sort of take the leap of faith, or you go down your own little path in life, your own route, it's going to be scary. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be sort of dangerous almost. And there's going to be times when you will be alone. There's going to be no one around you, and you think, what the fuck have I done? You start questioning yourself. You say, I'm fucking crazy. Like, why the fuck did I even start this? Like, you start questioning your own beliefs and abilities because you find yourself all by yourself. But just know that doesn't last forever, and you have to sort of go through that shit stage in order to get to the good stage. Like I say, you have to go through the shit in order to get through to the shiny stuff in life. Like, you can't just take one step and be exactly where you want to be. You have to go through the difficult stages. And so many people let that initial difficulty stop them from starting or continuing. You know, you have to push through pain. You have to push past pain, because as long as you keep taking those small daily action steps forward, you're never really truly alone, because the right people will see your bravery, your courage, and you will eventually attract the right people into your life. And then, you know, out of nowhere, people are going to start saying, look, I'm going to help you, because they see how brave you are. And yeah, it doesn't go unnoticed. And as much as sometimes we say to ourselves, oh, we're doing this, why are we doing this? Like, we see no results at all. Just know that in life, the day that you plant the seed is not the day that you pick its fruit or you eat its fruit. Like, you don't just start something once and it instantly happen overnight. You need things to unfold. You need to give things time, because the best things in life do take time. So I'm just looking at little bullet points I've got here. I want to say then also that along your journey, you need to enjoy the view, because the reward is the journey and it's never the destination. And like for me, for instance, I'm trekking up these mountains and these, whatever you want to call them. And it's so difficult, so difficult. And sometimes you do need to take a rest. You do need to take a step back, because sometimes the quickest way forward in life is to pause and even take a step or two back. And when I found myself taking a step for a breath, I just look around and I look back on myself. And I'll say, wow, look at that view. Like, that view is absolutely insane. Look how far I've come. Because that's what we need to do in life. Like, don't look back of what could have been or what you've missed out on or what went wrong. Look back and appreciate the view and look how far you've come. Because you might not be where you are already. Like, you might not be where you want to be, but you're definitely not where you first started. So that's the best thing. Because, again, it's progress that equals happiness. And for me, like, the word success, like, success is subjective. It means something different. But for me, the word success is a feeling that comes as a byproduct from moving closer towards a desired destination on a daily basis. As long as I'm taking those steps forward and I know that I'm just taking one small step every day towards the life that I dream and desire, I feel successful. And I know I'm happy. I know I'm truly feeling happy, fulfilled, and success inside. So just know what it is that you want in life, and keep taking those daily action steps towards it. But just appreciate yourself, because we quite often beat ourselves up and put ourselves down for not making this progress at super lightning speed. And sometimes not even the best things in life come quick. You need to let things mature and unfold, because we can also get things too quick. Like, we can get to our dream life too quick, and we're not prepared, or we're not ready. And you have to build those foundations and that groundwork in order to be ready to receive. So just take the daily action steps and appreciate how far you've come on your journey. Because like in life, the most difficult journeys do lead to the most beautiful destinations. Like, when you take that difficult path, it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, but you will eventually get where not many people have ever been, because the person who follows the crowd will only go as far as the crowd goes, but the one who walks alone will find themselves in places that not many have ever been. So just, focus on taking those one small daily steps each day. And as I finish now, there's going to be the right people around you when you do take that uncomfortable action. And it's so important to surround yourselves with those people that are going to help push you, to drive you, to give you advice, to give you tips and tricks from their own experience, where they've been on that journey themselves. So it is vital to get the advice from the people who have been on that journey, or who are currently on the journey as well, because everybody around you, when you take that uncomfortable path and you go out on your own little journey and you start creating the life of your dreams, so many people are going to tell you how you can't do this, you can't do that, and that you shouldn't do this, or you should do it this way. Like, advice can be very dangerous. Like, the worst advice that you'll ever get is the wrong advice. So never take advice from somebody who you wouldn't happily trade places with. Because there's so many people that are going to tell you which ways that you should do it, but they've never been in those shoes or been on that journey. So just be careful with the advice that you take, and surround yourself with the people that are either on the journey or who have been on the journey already, because they can give you the advice from their own lived life experience, not from what somebody's told them or what they've read in a book, etc. So just listen to people that have been there, done it, and got the t-shirt, basically. So that's me, and I'm done speaking. So thank you so much for joining me today. There's been a few faces that I've seen come in, and I hope somebody can take something away from this today, and I look forward to catching you all on the next live.